Video, I wanted to share some of the updates to Google products that we use that have transpired over the last couple of months. I'm going to go through about 4 different updates today in this video, and hopefully you'll find all of these, or at least 1 or 2 of them, extremely useful. So the first one you may have noticed already in Sheets, Slides, and Docs is that you now have a Google Meet button up here in the top right hand corner next to the share button. And so if you're wondering what that's for, why is that showing up there, you're able to start a meet right from a document, presentation, or a spreadsheet. And very simply, I can just click this. If I have any upcoming meetings, they would show up here and I could join them right from this document. Or I can start a new meeting. So I'm going to go ahead and click that. And you can see that I'm already in the meeting. I have just joined. And now I can share this meet link with other participants and have them join as well. And this document should already be open in the meet and should be visible to everyone who is participating. All right, so let's just end that call really quickly. Let's jump on over to another tab. This is a presentation, same thing. There's your Google Meet button right from Slides. I'm going to go ahead and give that a click. I can start a new meeting and we get the same thing. So I jumped right into a meeting. I'm sharing this particular slideshow, and then I can invite additional participants to the meeting by sharing the link. So it's just a quicker and more efficient way that if you're working on a collaborative document together or working on a collaborative presentation or spreadsheet, you can just very easily hop into a meet and have that shared out with everyone that you would like to have join with you in the video conference. The next thing is with Google Forms. So for those of you who use Google Forms and you like to look at the summary of responses and see how all of your respondents replied to your different questions, what's neat and interesting now is that you can actually copy, and you'll see that next to each of these different graphs. So in this case, this is from our winter ed camp that took place earlier this year. I can copy this, and let's jump into a blank document. I'm going to go ahead and paste that chart, and you see it's asking me, do I want to link this to the form? I'm going to say yes. We're going to paste it in there. And what's unique now, let's go ahead and center the content. There we go. What's unique now is that I have this little drop down, and I should be able to refresh this as new people respond to my particular form. So before, you didn't have that option of being able to copy and paste the results of your survey or form into a document, but this works with drawings, slides, and docs. And again, just very simply, let me go ahead and move the cursor down a little bit. I'm going to jump back to my form here. I'm going to go ahead and copy the chart, go back to my document, and then I can just right click and say paste linked. And now that'll appear in my document. Again, this applies to docs, slides, and drawings. And so you can copy and paste the results of your survey or form into those different containers. And then also these will automatically update, or you can refresh them as new respondents reply to your survey. All right, moving on. Google has added some options to the insert menu in Docs. We have something new here called dropdown and also building blocks. And you can see here I've added a dropdown list for this particular task, which is preparing new laptops for teachers. And I can change the status of this particular task right within the document. So if you're using a Google Doc to plan a project, to work on a series of tasks, or you're using it for students, if they're working through a project in a group and they have assigned roles, then they can go through and mark the different items that are part of that project as complete or in progress, or who they're assigned to. And it's very easy to do this. All I need to do is go up to my insert menu here. I give it a click right on drop down. They have some pre-created ones here that you can see: project status, review status. This is the one that I just created, but you can do new drop down. And so we could change this to assigned. Let's do unassigned first. Signed. We'll do in progress and complete. You can color code these, so we can make this one yellow, and we'll do this one as light green, and in progress as dark green, and we can do complete as blue. You can drag these using the little handle on the left there in any order you want, and you can add additional options. So it's going to default to 4, but you can add as many as you want. I can delete an option, so I can go ahead and click delete. We can re-add that back, so let's do complete. Yes. Drop down number 1. I'm gonna hit save, and you can see it shows up there. Maybe the next step is to engrave laptops with teachers' names. And then this is unassigned. I could put next to this that I'm going to do this particular task, and then we'll do assigned, and we can keep track of those. The second thing I wanted to share with you are these building blocks, and I've actually added one here today. This is called meeting notes, so you can see it automatically put in today's date, and just pulled it right from a calendar event. So let me show that to you. If I go underneath here, I go to insert, building blocks, meeting notes. It's going to pull up my calendar, and so show me, what are the options that I can choose from. So we're going to do update day, and then automatically puts in a place for notes and additional action items, and it will attach this document to that event on my calendar. You can also insert product roadmap, review tracker. So we can put that in here. So put reviewer, put Sean, April, Mike, Steve. We can put not started, leave April in progress. We can do Mike approved, Steve under review, and then those people can put their notes in there. So again, these options are underneath insert. Then you have these new drop down menus that you can put next to task or project to-dos. And then we also have these building blocks. The last thing that I wanted to share with you today is that Google has finally added true copy and paste, or cut copy and paste, to Google Drive. So this means now to copy files to a particular folder, you can use Control V and Control C if you're on a Windows machine, or Command V, Command C on a Mac. And I'll show this to you in action. So I'm going to go down to this monitor box photos, and I'm going to select all the files that are in here. And then I'm going to do Command C. I'm going to go back to my drive. I'm going to go into this Quick Lucian folder and do Command V. And now it's going to paste those 5 files into the folder that I selected. The other interesting thing that you can do is if you're in Google Drive and you want to open up a particular folder of files, so let's say the Canvas template resources, I can do Command Enter, and it'll open that up in a new tab. So let me show that to you again. So if you're on a PC, it's going to be Control Enter, but you just simply click on a folder. You're going to hit Control Enter or Command Enter on a Mac, and it opens that up in a new tab. I could do the same thing with NJSLA testing. I select a folder, press Command Enter, and it's going to open that folder of contents in a new tab. So this is useful if you want to copy multiple files to a particular folder. Again, you can use Control C, Control V, or if you want to open up an entire folder of content, it's going to be Control Enter or Command Enter on a Mac, and that'll open up the contents of that folder in a new tab. So those are just a few of the new Google features that have rolled out over the past couple of months. I just want to call them to your attention, and hopefully you'll find one or all of these useful in your daily workflows.